From beyond the rift comes a force of unrelenting power, twisting the world to his will. Steel your courage, champions. Akeron the Demon King descends upon the battlefield. Akeron is an unholy predator who thrives in the heart of battle, sustaining through every strike as his hunger grows. He bends the fight to his will, dominating all within his reach before consuming his foes to fuel his rise to unstoppable power. Akeron's passive ability is Pact of the Devourer, feeding his relentless pursuit of power. Each time he strikes an enemy with a basic attack or ability, or endures a hit from theirs, he gains a stack of hunger, increasing his ability haste. When his hunger reaches its peak, Akeron becomes awakened for a short duration, maintaining his ability haste while gaining bonus damage mitigation, ready to dominate the fight. Akeron's primary ability is Hellfire, where he unleashes a nightmarish demonic eye that surges forward across the battlefield. As the eye advances, it rains down a relentless barrage of scorching fireballs, dealing magical damage and slowing enemies caught in the blast. When awakened, Hellfire becomes even more devastating, unleashing an intensified storm of infernos to overwhelm his foes. Akeron's secondary ability is Weblash, where he hurls a writhing, corrupted web that latches on to the first target it hits. If the web strikes an enemy hero or unit, the impact roots them in place and spreads across the ground, creating a slowing field that hinders all caught within it. Akeron can also unleash Weblash on nearby walls, anchoring himself above the battlefield. From this vantage point, he can cast his other abilities or slam back down, dealing physical damage and stunning enemies in the area. Try using Weblash to latch onto a wall, unleash Hellfire from above, then crash into your enemies for a crushing finish. Crushing Maw is Akeron's alternate ability, where he snaps his monstrous jaws shut, tearing into enemies in front of him. The closer they are to his fangs, the more damage they take, while stripping away their armor in the process. Each enemy struck heals Akeron, and if this ability kills, it reduces the cooldown of his non-ultimate ability. If the victim is an enemy hero, Akeron instantly becomes awakened or refreshes the duration if he already is. Try using Crushing Maw at point-blank range to shred defenses, maintain his sustain, and chain abilities for devastating follow-ups. Akeron's ultimate ability is Consume, where he unleashes a deadly vortex, pulling enemies into his monstrous maw. Any hero swept into his jaws suffers massive damage, healing Akeron the moment he clamps down to fuel his unholy power. If the target is below a certain health threshold while Akeron is awakened, Consume will execute them instantly, granting him permanent physical and magical power for the rest of the match and triggering his awakened state again. Whether striking down the vulnerable or throwing teamfights into disarray, Consume fuels Akeron's rise with every soul he devours.
This world will feed me.
Death from above lets Akeron chain a second Weblash, leaping from wall to wall for relentless pursuit. Vortex of Torment alters Consume to push enemies instead of pulling, while increasing its damage. Insatiable Hunger passively builds hunger stacks over time and extends Awaken's duration. Try building into items that match Akeron's unique scaling, focused on either physical or magical power to enhance different aspects of his kit. Magnify and Void Helm are great for sustain in the offlane, while Basilisk and Draconum help with ability haste and durability for jungling. Devour your foes with Akeron. Coming to Predecessor on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.